Sorry for the cut there. Nvidia just decided to shit the bed. So, I mean, it's not the first time that Nvidia's done that, but it's a little bit surprising. Sorry we're a couple of days ahead. I wanted to test that everything wouldn't break, but you've not really missed anything. The landings have happened. We've won a lovely battle at Kokoda. And, yeah, we've got some bridging equipment done. Good. Let's get the standard infantry. In fact, let's get all the special forces. And yeah, you know what? We'll do midget submarines and frogmen. And get that upper level. That's a lot of sea attack. And that infrastructure is nearly done. So in another 8 days, be able to sort out the issues we were having. And I'm starting my naval work with Lord Howe Island. I'm thinking that's a good starting point, to be honest. But we will see. And Germany took back the mass livestock, so that's good. They haven't completely capitulated yet. And yeah, Semporna and Sandakan. Yeah, they're going to be worthwhile to try and move on. And that's a relatively small port, but it can deal with things relatively well. And we're going to get some more planes out soon, so that's nice. And is that a little... No, it's not a little naval tussle. Okay, and there goes Lord Howe Island. We will move you back, and we'll leave you out at sea for a moment. Okay, good. Right, I'm thinking we probably want to rebase you over to here. That's enough of a unit set up, and we'll probably put you up there, and... Well, that got us 3% of the way there, so that's good. And we can browse that again in 6 months. And we'll postpone those mine expansion plans. And yeah, still no additional things we want to do. Tibet wants to do a metal trade. No thank you. And... yeah, you're moving up nicely. Our own divisions will easily hold that off. Let's move you up. Gonna make a play to try and cut off all of the forces that are in here and then surround and destroy them. You've got range. You've got range. You've got range. It's just you. Okay. Let's actually do a ground attack here and help deal with that little unit. Do a little bit of work. Yeah, our divisions are quite strong. Can try and outflank as well. No bad thing. Okay, so Agano class. You must have been sat on some money, New Zealand. That's good news. And then, yeah, a taking of Hobart would be worth another victory point as well. And be a nice little jumping off point. So all of that will get us up to 9%. 12%. 15, 18, 21, 22, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 51, 54. Okay, we can get ourselves quite a way up here. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that's some good news. Australians have got some infantry divisions that they're going to attempt to counter-attack us with. Let's do a little bit of ground attack. I think we can defend that. I also think we could take Moresby. But where do we want to start? Let's land over here. Let's start with Inari and Port Moresby. Let's do that. Yeah. So we'll leave 2 divisions behind. And you lost a little bit more than I was expecting you to. So let's take you instead. Let's start with an invasion down here, and then let's also move you over to here to do a bit of patrol work. Okay, good victory at Camilla. And our own light infantry have nearly made it. Yeah, and I'd love them to get over the river, because then they can deal with Impal. Now, we lost the battle at... Okay, so there's a little counterattack happening here because we don't have any organization. But our supplies are building up, so we will get there. Okay, and yeah, we'll move this on up. And start to break ourselves through. The Indian armoured units are probably the most difficult. Right, there we go. Go grab our lovely Marines. They have been stuck on that shitty island for too long. Okay, so we've won a battle at Milne Bay. Wait, what the fuck? Where did our carriers just go? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. No, no, no. Not happening. Whoa. That was a strangely odd scenario there. Let's get you back. That's it's an absolute travesty. At least we didn't lose the landing craft. We're gonna need to do some investigation down there. The ships were not that damaged on the way over. Naval bombers. It's the only thing it could be. Alright, let's get you over to here and just get our forces together. What an interesting occurrence that was. In fact, let's pull you up here north. And we'll go from there. Come on. Pull away. Can lose the destroyers. It's like the screens are there on purpose to get themselves out. Off you trot. Right, let's move, yeah, you over to here. Some annoying American ships there, like just coming out of the dick. Like, what the fuck? Not good. It's okay. We can have a think on this. Yeah, just get into port. You know what? You're gonna all get sunk at the rate we're going. You are better off retreating, and then we can just defend. This absolute madness. And put some units in a ground attack role. Okay, we're gonna take all of you back. And you know what? We're gonna go up to Hawaii with you. Pardon me. While we figure out what the hell's happened there. In the meantime, if we wanted, I could provide some very specific naval superiority. So, you know what? Let's get all of our fleets together. Because that's some bullshit. Some major bullshit. And yeah, we could start on the edges and work our way. Excuse me a moment. apparently it's just not my evening this evening. I feel like I've been coming down with a cold. It's the time of year for it. And yeah, I'm not having this. We are gonna make those bastards pay. Okay, and you know what? Let's do something like that to move on Impal. Because that's going to give us a really nice jumping off point. We've got all of our fleets converging. And this isn't going to be a battle that they can realistically win. But in fact, they're already losing it, so no surprise there. Okay, and you got there safely. Let's take you, and let's go first for Guadalcanal, I think. We're gonna do a bit of a slow take over here. If we take the airbase at Bunin and then start with the islands over here, we can maybe just build up like that, slowly but surely. Oh, and we want you to fall back. Yeah, you need to provide some support because they're going to run out of org if we're not careful. And free units are free units at the end of the day. We want free units. And yeah, you're traveling up nicely. And yeah, you guys have all moved into position as well. Let's get you to the north as a bit of a covering force. We don't need to go too close. And we're going to watch our ships like hawks here. Because that was some absolute crazy stuff going on back there. And yeah, yeah, unfortunately, this ship is quite a bit slower than the others. It's the frigates. Yeah. And apparently we're going to be out of supplies in 30 days, but that's okay. 30 days is a long time. That much quicker? Oh, 0.8. Not a huge amount. A little bit. Okay, so it's just the Australian 7th Division there that we're having to beat back. But we're doing a good job of that. That core is slowly but surely moving on up. Okay, and you're crossing there with no problems. So it is purely some American ships in this part of the world that maybe we got caught flat-footed on. Okay, so getting some sinkings over here, but that's okay. Right, let's launch the landings then. So you can go like that. You can go like this. You can go like that. You can go like that. And you can also go like that. We can't go like that. My apologies. They don't have any org. What is going on with everyone today? Right, let's just take our time on this. Like, we don't need to rush. We can just slowly, like, we've got air support. Like, we don't need to rush it. You're just hacked off because you lost some fleets. A carrier. So they do have defenses there as well, so that's good to know. And they will slowly beat that back. As dumb as that is. Okay, and you're in a good position. Let's ground attack with both of them. And then we can move up towards Jamapur. Okay, let's do armored cars as well. Get the elite commando and the strike brigades up a level. And that was a good move as well. So Dhaka will be a decent grab. And there's Impal. And then let's start softening up this British semi-motorized infantry division. Got Gurkhas in as well, so it's actually a pretty well-rounded unit, that. Anti-tank, artillery, motorized engineer. Could be a lot worse. Right, and then let's try and attack there. I wouldn't imagine Dutch divisions are going to be overly effective. And I'd be correct. Okay, and yeah, there's some anti-tank stuff that we'd probably quite like to get there. Oh. The New Zealanders have done a job for us. An ally that actually does something. This is most profound. And surprising. Okay, they are building up their organization. It's just slow. We could Maybe move down there with these guys. You know what? We will do that. And then we'll use those couple of marine divisions to help finish up this. That's a good plan. Okay, and then they can't move out. And they're stuck in there as well. Okay, we're diverting fairly large chunks of forces away that can hold out for quite a while, so that's good at least. Let's establish a little bit of superiority, maybe, over here. Let's see what these ships can do. They're responsible for sinking the majority of the British fleet, so maybe they can do a job. And we'll move these guys here. They can provide sightline. Loving New Zealand making a play. That's good. Credit where it's due. Right, what can you see? Okay, Gano. They want more of those. And the formation of the 3rd Tank Division. You know what? We will take that. That's another nice thing to grab. Very happy to have all these tank units coming online, to be honest. You can... getting involved in this part of the world. Yeah, we've got them there at the moment. Yeah, they're not exactly top of the line, but if we could get ourselves a core up here at Shizuoka, and I'd start to feel a little bit more confident about when we invade the Soviet Union, because it's a matter of when, not if. You're scammy bastards, you know that. Well, I wouldn't say it's ours. Those destroyers are putting up a very able fight. Now you fuckers. Let's grab them down there. You bastards. I'm coming for you. We've put all their forces into a variety of aggravating battles. Right. Try this on for size. You're French. I want the Strasbourg sunk. We never had it in the first place. Okay. Okay, let's go for the invasion. Got the covering force nicely off the coast now. Right, defeat the militia. There we go. Good. So we've got the south under control. Right, chase them down. I don't want any sniff of them escaping. The only good news is that French losses are completely irretrievable. Like, there's just no way that they can actually survive that. So got the Fock. Fuck you. There we go. Yeah, so I think we did do the damage at least. The job was done. Right. Off you go. Okay, they're not like major victory points, so... Right, and yeah, we did just take out some subs, so that's good. And yeah, there we go. That garrison's now falling to bits. Very dumb. Like, frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Yeah, and they are... We're pulling a lot of units into this battle over here. Right, if we land behind them, that will be enough to do the job. It'll cause a lot of problems for Australia. Okay, and our naval gunfire is also doing a good job. Let's do a assassination. We'll go for a high-ranking officer. Major success. The Goku Maru. Was armed with some 5-inch guns. Wow, that's surprisingly strong. Okay, and that's probably spawned, yeah, in with the others. We've got such a large amount of these convoy raiders now that I'm almost wondering what the best use of them would be. Because we can do some groups like so. But of course, we can't bring them all together. Because, I mean, why wouldn't we? Okay. Do some convoy raiding in the Indian Ocean, actually, with them. That's probably going to be the best use. And the Guadalcanal garrison is falling very quickly to our marines. How are our forces up here doing? Yeah, their organization is returning, so I think we're nearly able to start the next level of our assault. In fact, we might want to move the Musashi up. And rebase it round here, because those destroyers and frigates and things will be a good screening force for those landing craft, because their own have been decimated. And yeah, I don't need more of those. Okay, broadcasting is a yes. Glad that that's done. Artillery flexibility. Doing all of those there. Let's do high explosive. Move the cavalry unit to grab and deal with that. We'll use this cavalry to go deal with this. We'll use you to deal with that one. I'll move you back. We'll move you like so. And we'll move this cavalry to deal with them up there. In fact, you're probably better down there, and then we can just use one of these guard units to loop around. Okay, and we are beating them down. Relatively close. So you're at 3.1. You're at 6.8. One victory there. So we can move you now to that location. And they did make it slightly longer. And the Corps Command is not going to do very well. I think we just got another unit of amphibious armor. Right, we'll take you like so. Good to see we've got the Guadalcanal grab done. Let's deal with the last port location over there at Malatia. Yeah, and a bit of a, I would say, explanation over there would be probably worthwhile. In a minute. In fact, we'll move you over to here as well, and then once you've done your landing, which will happen in 8 hours. And oh, we've done it all. Oh, we've got a nice little